Hi folks, this is just going to be a relatively short video. I wanted to show the process that I took to put to finish the interior of the Hightop, or the fiberglass Hightop, on the express van. And I'm not going to go into great detail just because everybody would probably have to do something a little different depending what you're going to do on the inside. So this is just kind of how I did it, and some of that was predetermined by the fact that I needed to have the awning mounted on there, so that awning required some support in the back and stuff like that. So that's what this video is going to be, and in the end I'll also show putting the interior back together with all the cabinets and stuff like that. So hope you find something useful in it. I just wanted to film an update before I put the awning on. I built these brackets up in the top here to support the awning, and of course because they're up on the fiberglass part of the van now, I felt they needed some support. So it has through bolts through onto the inside of the van. See how that goes. And then on the inside here, I put these stiffeners in here, which serve several purposes actually. They strengthen the fiberglass. They also give me a place to put insulation and a place to mount some paneling on here, as well as shelving or cabinets, whatever we decide to go with in there. And then on this other side, they also serve the purpose of supporting the awning. So these through bolts here is what came through from the other side, fastening these brackets on the outside. So I'll just trim these off flush, and then this will all get fiberglassed in. But I wanted to film this before I close this all in by putting the awning on. You're not able to see that. I still have to bring some furring strips up on the front here yet, and again on the back, and then of course down the center of the roof. And I need to space the roof. I know it's going to get tight for headroom in here, but I definitely need to have a little bit of a space for insulation, as well as to put the lights in, little pot lights in. Again, these are just being put on here to strengthen the fiberglass, bring them on with Bondo, with plastic body filler. Just pretty much the same chemistry as the fiberglass, so it makes a good strong bond, as well as it's fast. So, well, it's not fast to mix, but once you mix it up and apply it, then at least you can get on with working on the next piece without waiting for adhesive to dry or cure. These bolts here go through and then pull this plate back against the bracket so that it traps the extrusion into that bracket. So those are all on, and I think it's time to give it a try. Okay, mission accomplished. Okay, just an update here. We're just about ready to insulate. So I have all the stringers in place. All the stringers are in place. Fiberglassing is done. They're just roughly skinned over with fiberglass just to give it some extra strength. Wiring is back in place. I'm just about to start insulating. I've got some pipe insulation here. It's just foil backed insulation for ducting. Again, wires run up to the fan here, and those wires are there for the ceiling lights, wiring out to the awning. So that's kind of where we're at right now. You can see we've got some stringers in the ceiling now. Got a bit of a drop here, so this is how I'm going to deal with that. Something like that. These have to be glassed in yet. I've just glued them up there with some Bondo. And now I'm just working a little bit on the horizontal surface here, the shelf up front and the shelf in the back. These holes here are just for access to the cameras. There's cameras on the outside here. So I'll just put a little cover plate on that. In the back here. Let's see, I've got the wiring coming in here for the lights. Of course, as you can see, I've got all the door skin on the outside here, and that'll all get covered up with fabric. I'll do a little bit of glassing in the corners to strengthen that up a little bit. I'm starting the template in the back here. This is the situation here. Yeah, I just put a couple of screws in here to locate this cardboard, and then I'm just using small pieces to create the outer edge of the plywood that'll be cut. And I'm going to go around and do that now in the front. I'll set a piece in there and template that, and then just join the two pieces together with strips down the side, of course. Yeah, so I boxed this in. This piece was already here, and that was mounting for the headliner before at the old height. And so I just put another piece here now, which I'll be able to, once the plywood is on here, I'll box that in with a piece of plywood on the face here, and then I'll just fabric the whole thing. And yeah, so that's kind of the update right now. I'm just working on some more templating, and then once all the horizontal wood is in, the shelf wood is in, then I get back to fiberglass and glassing the top, stringers. And once that's done, I'll have to fit a headliner, do some templating for a headliner. And once that's in, then I'll have you back and check it out again. Of course, once this is glassed in, of course, then I'll still insulate that. Not sure if I showed insulation on earlier in the video. So I have a foil back. You can see a little bit of it here. It's a foil backed pipe insulation or duct insulation. So I just put that in between all the stringers. And I'll do the same on the ceiling. Update on the project here. So you can see now I don't remember where we were. Boxed in all this scenario here. This will just get fabric over it. I have to do a repair here because I broke this. I'm trying to bend it to get it in. Fiberglass will be strong enough there. And then I did the same thing with the corners, just to fill those gaps. A little bit of body filler and then some fiberglass. Just so the fabric will come up to where the headliner meets the side walls. Glassed in the stringers here, just to give it some extra support. It doesn't really do much, but it just holds the headliner. I don't want the headliner coming down. So that's all done. So the next steps will be putting fabric on the walls and templating the headliner. I template the headliner first, but the fiberglass is still tacky yet, so that'll be tomorrow. So I'm just going to pre-cut all the fabric pieces here for I still have all the templates that I used to make the panels, so I'll just use those to make the fabric. And yeah, that'll be the next step, get the fabric on here. just turn this off for a minute. This is where I'm going to have to stop this project for a little bit because we're supposed to hit the road in 2 days on a little holiday. So this is where we got to for now. The headliner is in. This is just a mahogany door skin. I call it a door skin. It's 2.7 millimeter thick mahogany. You can put it on curved surfaces. And this will get a fabric wrap, a headliner wrap. But for this trip, I don't have time. I don't have that fabric, so it's just going to stay like this for this trip. And yeah, so this is where it's at the moment. Kind of the basic structure is done. No shelving, no cabinets, nothing like that yet. But as I say, we gotta go. So that's how it looks. Control panel there. I got these lights working here now. Dimmers. Switches the lights underneath here. This switches the awning light. This is, can't remember for what. This is a motorized awning, but I haven't got a motor in there, so just for future. Okay, enough of that. Let's get this material put back together. Start me up. Not sure where I left off there because the battery went dead on me. The camera overheated, one or the other. So here we go. This is kind of the gist of it here. Everything's pretty much back in place. Now we've got some cabinets down here. And those close up. This is what pulls down into the bed. Also storage underneath here. Whoop, a little crazy. They slide up here like this. And put that down there. Storage over here. And a little wardrobe area here. Storage down below. Drawers here. Drawers, fridge here. And right now I have a sophisticated lock. Just push that in. Hard to do one-handed. Anyway, get the idea. Toilet over here. Turn the tripod here. There. So. And there's a pin to push there. That holds that up. Water tap here, the pull-out. Got an infill here, I haven't put that in yet. Garbage can stores underneath here. We haven't put together a center console yet, so this is our bucket that everything seems to go into. Just doing a prototype there of a support for Sharon's feet, bring them up a little higher, and her legs don't get sore. These seats are quite high off the ground. It's not good for some people. So that's about it. I'm just going to put the cushions back in and it'll be done. There we go. A little rusty at this. Okay, that's how that looks. Now, I'll show you in the back. So back here is suitcases when we're traveling, and then water jugs go in here. Just a quick disconnect on the jugs here like that. Got 2 of them. Of course they will just connect up like so, and I can switch over from one tank to the other like that. So yeah, I don't know what else to show you. I think that's it. I'm going to call that Hightop installed, cabinets reinstalled, and we're ready to go on our trip. We've got 2 days left, so I've still got a bit of work to do, packing to do, some work to do on the van. And ready for a sit down. There we go. I think that's going to conclude this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.